Good morning. This is Dr. Suzanne McBride coming from Satellite Beach, Florida, and this is Connecting the Dots. You may hear some puppies playing around in the background. I just had to chase them down. One of them was a runaway puppy, so whew. I wanted to talk to you today about photobiomodulation, which is a big word. I like to call it my helmet. Here is my helmet. I don't know if you can see the red lights. It's red light therapy, okay? And you put this helmet on your head, red light over the pineal gland, across the brain, and then there is an intranasal piece that goes to the midbrain. Now, these lights are designed to heal the tissue. And why is this important? This is really important because a lot of us have very stressed out brains, or I would say all of us at this point, for a couple of different reasons. Whiplash injuries, concussions, traumatic brain injuries. For ex-athletes like me, they're doing studies now on something called chronic traumatic encephalitis and what's going on with your cognitive abilities, your motor abilities, your brain 15 to 20 years after your athletic career. The website is called Vielight, Vielight.com. I have it on my website, connectedspine.com. Great studies. So, brain health. We're also developing a lot of cognitive decline in our older generations, and even younger people are getting cognitive decline. Perhaps there are chemicals in our sky that have metals in them and are causing interference in our brain, perhaps in our water, perhaps in our food. Perhaps there are frequencies flying around in the sky that are causing interference with the brain waves. So if our brain is healthy like this, but then you've got obstruction in the tissue, when the waves are like bouncing off the obstructions in the tissue, you're gonna have incoherency. So you might end up with mental disorders, bipolar disorders, fatigue, exhaustion, lack of clarity, lack of memory, all sorts of stuff could be happening. And what happens when the brain isn't functioning and it's the master functioner and connector of the body, the communication information highway, the brain and the spinal cord is going to disseminate information throughout the entire body. And then you're going to have problems throughout all the systems. Okay, so photobiomodulation. These red lights go intracranial through the brain, and then they start healing the tissue. You want the tissue healed so the tissue can fire, the neurology. You want the neurology firing, and you want them rewiring. Lame brain cells can come back to life. There is a thing called neuroplasticity. So we want to refire and rewire the brain tissue. When the brain tissue starts coming back to life, it's refiring, it's rewiring, we're clearing out the toxins that are in the way, then our hormonal system will kick back in. When our hormonal system kicks back in, we have melatonin going. Then when melatonin gets going, we get into deep sleep. How many people out there are not sleeping? This is really bad. And the reason is, if you don't get into deep sleep, the lymphatic tissue of the brain doesn't wake up and do its job. The lymphatic tissue of the brain are the garbage men. They come out and clean away plaque. So if your brain tissue is not firing and wired properly, you're not getting melatonin developed, you're not going into deep sleep, you are not cleaning off the plaque of the brain every night. You're not brushing your teeth, you're not brushing your brain every night. So over time, plaquing develops, and plaquing will cause more interference and more dysfunction. So this is really important and really cool. So I wanted to get online today and share with you this technology that I have in the office and share with you why I have this in the office. Everything I do at Connected Spine is about up-leveling your systems, creating vibrational coherency. Like I was saying, the brain has wavelengths where it's healthy and functioning, and we want coherent brain wavelengths. The other big buzzword you're going to start hearing nowadays in true health and vitality is heart-brain coherency. Our heart has wavelengths where it's healthy, right? And we need those healthy wavelengths. If there's interference and disruption from toxins, thoughts, and traumas, and the heart is not coherent, and it's like this, and the brain is all over the place, how are you supposed to function and be a healthy, happy individual in this world? Heart-brain coherency is at the basis of everything that I do here at Connected Spine. Organizing vibrations, pulses, how everything's working is at the core of what I'm doing here at Connected Spine. So today's video is about this little beautiful product. It's called Vielight. I have it on my website, Connected Spine. If you do want to go ahead and jump in and buy one, if you use my name, McBride, McBride, you will get 10% off. This is not a multi-level marketing thing. I'm not a salesperson. You just will get 10% off if you decide to buy this. I have a lot more information about it on my website, and their website is amazing. I just want to share this information. So I'm in this beautiful town called Satellite Beach, and since day one, I feel very welcomed in this town. In fact, people have been thanking me for coming here. I love being here. I love how well people get. This is very different from the Northeast where I was before. Children are getting well in this office. Young athletes are coming in with concussions. We're getting this on them right away so they don't have long-term effects. Older people that have knocked their head on kitchen cabinets have come in. They haven't been walking around in a fog for weeks. One session, they're cleared up. People that have had pneumonia and COVID and have been coughing for months and they have shooting pains in their head and tingling and numbness in their head. A couple sessions, this is really calming that down and helping them get back to stasis. What else do we have going on? People that have overactive lives, they're managing tons of Airbnbs, and parents in homes and children's in schools coming in and getting that meditative mind state, relaxing and getting that heart-brain coherency so they can go back out into the world. So we're having a lot of success with this in the office. I wanted to share it with you. I think it's vital and important and exciting technology. There are no side effects. Health doesn't have to come from changing your chemistry. I have never had a hangover without drinking too much alcohol. I have never had a Tylenol deficiency in my body. You have to bring your body back into balance. You have to feed it what it needs to be fed, and it has to be vibrating at healthy frequencies. So this is Dr. Suzanne McBride with Connecting the Dots, and the puppy's down here playing. So welcoming you into our life of joy and play over here in Satellite Beach. Create a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the tables.